Let's get rockin'. Focus playing the Fasty Headhunter build here, which is not that promising right now on the top level. Seems like the top undead's happy in 1-2-0. Rarely lose to this strat these days, but Focus can be really strong with it as well. We've seen that before. Focus sticking around so far with the Fasty Headhunters. Wants to make creeping for the DK as hard as possible here. Items for the Death Knight so far decent. Nothing amazing. Focus on the way to tier 3. Shadowhunter second. Pretty normal looking game here so far. Sometimes we see undeads go Dark Ranger second against Berserkers. Is Focus going to pivot into Wyvern? Maybe. He made only 4 Headhunters. He's not making any more at the moment. Ooh, nice block. Look at that. With the wolves trapping the Sasquatch. Ooh, 1-2, does he figure it out? Does he figure it out? Does he figure it out quick enough? Nope, didn't. Nice steal. That was a great steal right there. And Focus noticeably not making any more Headhunters here. Might just be because he supply blocks, though. Could just be that. Crosshair shows up. Chain Lightning doesn't get the last hit. 1-0, so damn good at securing these last hits. Gotta say. Shadowhunter now here, ready with the Hex. One ghoul dies to the creeps. Other ghoul might be saved here. Oh, got the level 3, thanks to the wolf. That one last hit here on that one trapper. Actually having huge impact. Focus is still not making more Headhunters. Only 4 so far. One ghoul may have been lost, but one ghoul really is not a big deal at all. TC third. Berserker training. Oh, and the big item here. Gonna be up for grabs. With Coil Nova, it's an easy last hit advantage for the undead. He's trying to hex the DK before the coil, ideally. It was nighttime still, so the DK had a tough time seeing. But now it's daytime. And there's the Dark Ranger third. She doesn't look like a super impressive hero, perhaps, but she is the main reason why the Berserkers are having such a tough time these days. The ghouls run in, Coil Nova on the Berserkers, they start dying, and more skellies get raised from their corpses. Focus now has his third hero as well. TC joins the fray. Focus is forgetting about the Kodo upgrade so far. One ghoul goes down. TC now in, and the TC is really good at the moment. Cannot be Dark Ranger silenced. This is another big strength of the Dark Ranger. He can silence the TC as he's running in. Focus trying to play around the Ensnares here. If there's one ghoul too far up front, or maybe a Destroyer, an Ensnare could be wonderful. Double Destroyer now in the air. TC comes in with the stomp. One ghoul going down. Good targeting here by Focus. Two ghouls picked off quickly. But the longer the fight goes, normally the better it is for the undead. Orc tends to run out of mana a lot faster and does worse without mana with these heroes. Nice heal waves here as well. One Destroyer, despite the coil, is going to be picked off. I think this is a beautiful fight for Focus so far. But the Skelly Snowball is kind of beginning. Ensnare finds another unit caught back there. Really good kiting by Focus, really good heal waves. This fight goes to him, and that's not easy to do. One big thing, of course, was missing there for 1-0. The orb has not yet been picked up. Orb of Corruption going to be a big asset here. I would love to see at least one armor upgrade for Focus. It's such a big help. Heal wards found. Gotta make creeping this easier. It's very unusual to see orcs getting both items from the middle here. Normally, once tier 3 frenzy is finished, they have a very dangerous time. Very difficult time. Oh, Hex to stop the last hit, and gets it. Oh, great item. Great item. Linehorn of Stormwind. If he gets the armor upgrade as well, yes, he does. He's going to have 3.5 armor on all the Burzies. That might be the best item, actually. It also gives armor to the Kodos, to the heroes. That Linehorn is legit amazing here. Focus is playing a wonderful first map. He's got the lead, but he's got the weaker late-game army. Especially on high levels, these undead heroes are absolutely devastating. Very scary for the Berserker army. Focus needs to keep up with the late-game power of the heroes through upgrades. That's his advantage. The Ghouls Destroyers don't share upgrades, so going upgrades isn't really valuable for 1-0 here. But the Burzies, of course, can be nicely upgraded with more attack upgrades, especially in the main base. There is no reinforced defense. Speaking of upgrades, it's going to be Burrows in trouble right away. First one goes down immediately. It's going to be at least 2, maybe more, falling here. Great attack by 1-0. This is very, very annoying for the Orc. Now, the Undead might be in a bit of a bad position for fighting. Kolnova on the Wyvern. That one does actually survive. Might be flying back into its demise, though. Now the Destroyer goes down, the Coil misses! And now Coil on cooldown, Lich, is he dead? Yes, he is! Huge lead for Focus, now 1-0 calls it GG! God damn! That was an amazingly played first map by Focus. Fast Headhunter, it used to be known as the easy noob strat. Not so much the case anymore these days, and especially against Undead, against such an Undead on such a high level. This is so hard to pull off. Different strat this time, it's Blade Master. Wait, it's Blade 1 Grunt into Headhunters. Interesting. 1-0 is going for the fast expo here. The Blade could be quite effective here with the Windwalk. Ooh, if he sees the last hit, that's huge. Windwalk wears off, though. Blade wants to get the item seal at least, and he gets it. Claws plus 8! Oh shit, that's really good. Oh, that's crazy good. He got the circle, he got the claws. He is way, way stronger than this DK now on level 1. Plan B, 1-0 has to change course. So, most orcs, when they play Blade Master, Grunt, Headhunters, this build, they go Mirror Image Creeping. And then the Undead can fast expand super easily. But Focus here with a smart adjustment. Knows he's scouted, knows there's a danger of fast expo, goes across the map. And this is a great start indeed. Great start indeed for Focus. Terrible position for 1-0 already, to be honest. But the DK does have one thing going for him. That is a experience lead. Going to be level 2 here in a moment. Focus loves picking up these items, not even creeping the full camps often. Just picks up the item and boosts. Headhunter in the middle. Oh, not looking for a second, and that's an easy surround. Boulder says, oh, you wake the creeps up for me? That's nice. I'm just going to creep it right here. Gonna get that big item. Rope of the Magi. Very good for the Lich later. Blade could pick off one ghoul here. Seems like the Windwalk should be easily worth it. Why is he not using Windwalk? Okay, now he is. If he gets 2 kills here, that would be great. But he's only got 1 Windwalk left. Probably doesn't want to risk it. Good coil from the DK. And now it's the Grunt probably going down instead. The Grunt is the least important unit here for focus. Oh. Attempting a blade surround here. That's ambitious. Lots of mana forced out from the DK. He is kind of close to 3. Would need to take the Tuskar, though, to get it. Oh, we forgot about the altar! Oh my god! So in case you guys don't know this little detail, when undeads fast expand, they unsummon the altar. They can unsummon buildings for 50% resource return. And then you can expand easier. But if you don't expand, you have to remake that altar, of course. You have to remake that altar in any event at a later point. 1-0 forgot about it. He forgot about it. That's a huge macro mistake that delays the tier 3 and the Lich. But the DK has more experience. Better items, you could argue. And also focus also Grunt and a Headhunter. Oh, DK coming in. Steel would be huge. But here the Hex is very effective. One of the wins. If that leads to a surround kill on a hero, that can be a game winner. But is conditional, unreliable. For that reason, not the best item normally. Focus's tech lead is huge here. It's a full minute ahead, maybe even more. Which means the Dark Ranger third for 1-0 is coming out very late. That means she's going to be likely underleveled for much of this game, perhaps all of this game. One zero is sniping items though pretty well. Takes the ring away there. Ring +5, good item. It would have been on the TC. We got a shade, by the way. Oh my. Shade early by 1-0. Oh, and he's coming in for the creep jack. Blade. Low HP already here. Gets a double level up. Helm of Valor is amazing. And with the undead beelining it here right away, Coil Novaing the Headhunter immediately. This is very suspicious. Focus might be able to read this here, in that this must be a shade play. 1-1-1 build on the Blade Master. He has really good items, but he would love to get level 4 as well. Without level 4, he doesn't have that level 2 crit. You want to check the expansion again, keeping an eye also on the undead army. Blade picking up Invo Potion as well. Shadowhunter really needs level 3 here. You need that level 2 heal wave to make sure you don't lose the units too fast and then again get turned into skellies. Ring of Protection for the TC, that's also a great item for him. Drops have been really good here for focus. Close to perfect, actually. What is there now coming in for the Creep Jag? The Shadowhunter is not yet level 3, by the way. TC, he knows he can't be silenced. Lands a good stomp. The Dark Ranger getting hexed. Dark Ranger in trouble. Dark Ranger dead! TC as well, but this is better for focus. The Dark Ranger is the bigger danger here with the Black Arrow. Level 1 hero, though, is quick to res. There should be one ensnare here. On the Raider, indeed, using it. Heal pot on the Blade Master. He was taking quite a bit of damage here. That's more ghouls going down. Focus again, taking a great fight, taking a big supply lead. 1-0, looking less impressive than he has in recent weeks. Of course, it's still early days in this series. Still, certainly comeback potential. And there's going to be more maps in any regard. Heroes now return. TC seems to have died with an Invo Potion. Good news is now he returns with that Invo Potion. Should be giving it likely to the Blade. One to 0 is making an A-bomb. That is normally very risky to go for because that one might just get devoured by the Kodo, and then it's a lot of money down the drain. Focus eyeing up the big creep. This creep is magic immune, so he... Oh! He still stole it! The lich right click got the experience. Item went to the TC. It was the Kodo aura, so that was unlucky. That is not going to be beneficial for him at all. Statue picked off as well. Focus owning. Focus absolutely owning at the moment. Here's the stomp. But there's plenty of coils to heal up that lich. If he gets to kill the game, might be over. But the lich falls back and there's the saving coil. Now the Blade is the one in trouble here. There's not many heal waves left. There's one that might be the last. Kodo, feeling hungry. Blade is hurt. He has an Invo Potion here. Eats the A-bomb with Death Pact, actually. DK now, still durable, and the TC goes down. Level 2 for the Dark Ranger. Blade Master! Blade Master! Oh, the Blade goes down, doesn't he? Yes, he does! Oh, Focus overstaying. Didn't have enough healing left. Oh, this is where things could turn exactly the other way. That's going to be level 3. One more kill. 2 more kills, I mean. Blade comes back from the tavern. Oh, the Orc units right now. Left without a commander. Left without heroes. Blade is returning into the fight, but the Kodo could have been saved. Focus, aren't you sticking around here a bit too long, maybe? Next Nova. Oh, that's so many losses. And all of a sudden, so many skellies. Oh, the game looked so good for so long, but one misstep and 1-0 is there to punish. 1-0 has rediscovered his abilities. Hex. TC was trying to stomp. Shadow comes in. Shadow Hunter has to be loaded up. Death Pact again to save him, by the way. He needs a crit here. Needs a crit. Can't get it. Zeppelin. Oh my god, the Zeppelin. Might be going down, though. Zeppelin crashes. Heroes left on the ground, and it's GG. Oh my, what a roller coaster game this was. Focus blessed with such amazing items, but overstaying a little bit. Little bit too long. 1-1 now the score. We're tied up, and Focus returns to the Farseer build. 1 grunt into Headhunter. We're now on a very rarely seen map. It is Boulder Vale. And 1-0 loves finding those claws. Gonna be stacking the Lich with them later. Focus going for an early Merc creep here. I think the Acolyte may have seen it. 1-0 is just responding in kind, going for that creep himself. And if it's creeping versus creeping, the DK loves this trade. He is the better late game hero. With lots of ghouls and skellies. 1-0 is also creeping quite fast here. Ooh, double claws. Ooh, it's gonna be a brutal Lich later. Claws as well. Good for the Farseer. Man, 1-0 is creeping so freely here. It seems like Focus is giving a bit too much space to this Death Knight, isn't he? Dude, imagine if this is like a robe. Robe would be crazy. Sobi would be crazy. There's so many good items here for the Death Knight. Ring of the Archmagi, also very good. This is normally never the way we see Farseer being played. Usually it's always aggressive. This is just pure creeping. DK here with so much mana. And of course level 3. And that's an easy grunt kill right there. Bonk! I'm not really sold on this opening, I gotta say. Acolyte's walled off, the wolves can't get in. It's gonna be 1 ghoul going down, but the DK now arrives with the saving coils. I feel like 1-0 got exactly what he wanted. Bunch of items, bunch of experience. He's pretty close level 4 already. 2 more camps and he might be level 4. .6 now on both heroes. DK a tiny little bit ahead. Focus sold the Rings of Protection, by the way. That makes me very sad. Those would have been so good for the TC later. DK ready with the creep jack. That level 2 coil is very dangerous here. Having level 4 fast here earlier is also kind of nice. Oh, got the steal by the way. Kind of nice because you can blow up the ghouls, at least in theory, pretty well with a level 2 chain lightning then. Oh, big last hit. Whew. Skelly's almost able to steal it. Healthstone, gonna be good for that TC. Ooh, look at that Nova though. Look at that Nova! I know it's coming! Wait. Oh, wait! Return! Speed scroll! He's going for the Lich! That is not a surround! I think the heroes are safe now. Focus thought he had the chance for the hero kill here. Messes up the surround a little. If he gets that surround, that's a kill with Hex for sure. Tier 2. I mean, Tier 3 now done for Focus as well. He was a little behind. The Wolves are still good at the moment, by the way, before there's Destroyers. But they're about to be ready. Big heal potion. Another good item for the TC. Ooh, Ensnare on the statue. That would be a big kill. I wonder if they're going to fight back against it. Oh, level 4 DK here is so strong. But Berserker training just finished. Shadowhunter low HP, but he's got that heal pot, so he's feeling actually very, very eager for the next little tussle. Dark Ranger went to the main base, bringing the orb right now, and the TC only now joining. This could be a great timing for the undead right here. Lich has to be coiled. Got an Invo Potion passed as well. Nova in the back, one Berserker going down right away, second one falling, and the third one in quick succession. Destroyer up in the air. Shadowhunter low HP. Nice heal potion as the coil was flying. Coil now on cooldown for a little bit. TC comes in. Needs to get that stomp out pretty soon. Berserker's falling. Ghouls falling, but it's Skellies that return. If the Ensnare's ready, he could try to kill the Destroyer maybe. Oh, yep, there it is. Coil on cooldown, DK out of mana. Focus playing this fight pretty well, but still, Berserker's dying. You see it over and over, and those Skellies keep on being raised. Shadowhunter, very low HP now, by the way. Those right clicks hurt. The Lich right clicks are crazy. He's got plus 23. Shadowhunter's running. DK would have loved to have another coil there. And now the statue regen is what's so amazing. Mana and HP being returned here reliably. Farseer getting blocked. Farseer, is he dead? We got the coil Nova ready, don't we? Oh, the block from the Dark Ranger. Waiting for it. Healthstone, though. 1-0, I think he knew there was a Healthstone coming. Dark Ranger is surrounded here, by the way. With the coil, though, she's safe. Destroyer ensnared. Koda being targeted as well. Good heal wave. Speed scroll. Nice escape. Waiting for the next ensnare. Now it's ready. Dark Ranger. This could be a double kill. Oh, damn. Ensnare. Destroyer down. Dark Ranger down. Focus. With a great recovery. He was almost about to lose here. The Healthstone and the Mana Potion. Heal Potion and Healthstone. Really going a long way here. And look at the experience. He is so close now to 5-3-2. Focus taking these fights very, very well. Not a good item for Focus here. The Endurance Aura he of course already has. Next big item as well for the DK, Ruined Bracers. Those are of no use. Gonna be selling those. Game finally slowing down a little after a lot of fighting. Focus would love to get in some clarities here. Zero sniping the item right away from the red camp. Creep check here could have been a bit scary, but he gets it just in time. Item is Unholy Aura. Unlucky as well. That keeps things fair, I suppose. It's a good catch there. There's a little statue for free thanks to this ensnare. And that ensnare was dodged. But that means no statues on the ground. No easy healing and recovery over time. And the Undead Army here kind of trapped in the corner. Sort of. Blasting the Kodo though immediately. Destroyer is gonna not make it out. Good catch still for Focus. Got the Destroyer, got the statue, forced the TP. And would love to get these other two orange camps. Zero knows he has to fight for these creep camps. Very important objectives here. Yoink! Destroyer pulled in. That's huge. Bad position for the Destro. Heat Wave comes in. Focus wants to get the item, though. Item on the ground. Hellstone picks it up just in time. But now the Burzey's in serious trouble. Level 5 fast here. Level 3 Chain Lightning here should be really good. He skills it, of course. You don't want the wolves against the mass destroyers. And indeed now we have a lot of destroyers. Also a lot of skellies. Here's a Chain Lightning. Good damage against the ground army. Hunting after the Death Knight. He is a bit squishy here without defensive items. Shadow Hunter, also squishy, also low HP. And this might be where 1-0 pulls ahead. As we know, the longer the game goes, the better it is for the undead with these heroes. If there was a Blade Master on the field, it would be a different story. Mana kind of low on focus. And again, now I say, imagine backpack. Imagine there's units right now bringing clarity and mana potion for the Shadow. Would be so different. But without mana on the Shadow, without healing, he cannot contest anymore. He has to give away the last camp to the enemy. And that might be Dark Ranger level 3. DK also almost level 5. I'd love to see clarities on the Farseer here. His level 5 is supposed to bring in lots of damage. He's going for a tiny. Whoa, really? That seems greedy. TC level 3 is a good level up. Oh, but look at the scout timing. Wait, oh, the Skelly! He didn't see it! He didn't see it, and he may think that he scouted there. Ooh, this could really be a painful backfire. This is the big level for the Dark Ranger right here. Level 3. Finally, it took forever. 15 minutes. Because of how well Focus took these fights before, he was able to slow this down so much. I feel like Focus should be making Wyvern here, though. Raiders, not really sure that that's the perfect call right here. Another heal scroll for Focus. He's got triple heal scroll. Can put one on each hero. Big fight brewing. Level 4 Shadow, not really a big level up. Oh, one Berserker. Misrallied. And one has the supply lead here. He has got a lot of destroyers with mana. Spreading out as much as he can. Heat Wave too late. Ooh, that Kodo is going down immediately as well, isn't it? TC silenced. Everyone seems to be silenced at the moment. Good end snares, though. Catching some destroyers here. It's going to be some of them falling, I imagine. But the Berserkers are being hunted down mercilessly, one by one. As it's supposed to be, of course. This is the Skellies being raised. And look at the mana on the Death Knight. He's got so much. He's got a mana potion as well. He's got coils for days. Oh, focus. Seems like here things are now crumbling. Very quickly. Shadowhunter being eyed up next. Nova right-clicks, a little bit of a block. There's a heal scroll to save him, but the Orc army has mostly disappeared. Level 4 now in the Lich. Now we even got Dark Ritual. Actually, we had it before already. And that might just be it. TC, he survives for a bit here with the Invuln. But the undead heroes here are just superior. Simply superior. If you have a huge Berserker army, by the way, with like 3-1 upgrades, sometimes you have enough damage to blow up the ghouls and skellies immediately. But around 60 supply, this is the undead sweet spot where 1-0 finally had the levels, and he gets the lead. Match point. DK took quite a bit of damage here already, so this could be a viable target for focus moving forward, especially with there being no Unholy Aura yet. Without Unholy Aura, Undead always feels a lot less comfortable. I like the Ritual Dagger here, healing up the Death Knight most importantly. DK creeping is slowed down a lot though. This seems like a pretty good opening for focus so far. Aggressive coil against the Farseer, alright. Trying to put the fear of God in him. This is normally the kind of game the Farseer loves to have. Both heroes on level 1 for a long time. Farseer, probably the best level 1 hero in the game, period. Oh, last hit goes to the Death Knight. He is taking quite some damage here. Level 2 now for the Farseer. Now he can contest better for the last hits with the Fork Lightning. I mean, Chain Lightning. This is a great start. This is a wonderful start for focus here, and 1-0 probably was playing too aggressively with the creeping. Not conservatively enough. Normally the safer option is always to just get level 2 with easy camps reliably on your side. Got punished here with that green in the middle. Oh, DK timing here though is glorious. Sees the headhunters creeping the shop. Item is still there. Shadowhunter's out earlier than the Lich here. That might give him the window to steal the item. Has to be fast though. Once they're gonna give up on this camp, he is instead going south to the other shop. This one much easier to creep without an orc to bother you. DK is hurt especially, so this is where you don't want to really fight against Hex. Losing the Death Knight would be a big lead going to the orc. Little ensnare there. If the Hex connects, could also get the Ghoul. Gabagool. Alright, nice little block. Focus playing a really good early game here. Why is Farsi Headhunter the most popular build? Well, Farsi Headhunter is definitely easier to play than Blade Master. That is the main answer. But on the pro level, it's not really the most popular build right now. On ladder, though, yes, certainly. Blade Master is especially much more complicated in the early game with where you move, how you creep, how you can be efficient. Their Farsi Headhunters is very straightforward. Level 3 Farseer, good timing here. Psysonic with the resub, thank you. The Gabagool. Ring of Region, I think, is great, actually, in this matchup. DK tends to take lots of chip damage, and in the end, often the fight is heroes versus heroes, when all the ghouls and Burzies are dead. Speaking of dead Burzies, not a single one died this game. Trying for the DK surround. Oh, he got him! Death Knight is stuck here. Is he dead? Yes, he is. DK dead, but Farsia also in trouble. It came at a price. This was quite a few units going down. Actually, it wasn't that many. Hold on. It was 2 Burzies, if I see that right. Definitely a good trade for Focus. Of course, it cost him the TP, but that should be a good usage of said TP. Plus, it did blast a lot of mana. Do we have Ensnare ready? Yes, we do. Ooh, nice little dodge. If you're greedy here, you could go for a tiny. Focus doesn't really have too much money, though, I guess. Not really in the cards. Wanderer's items pretty weak, by the way. No circlets, no claws, no robe, mantles. Rather underwhelming so far. If Focus had the scout, he could go for a huge creep jack here at the red camp. His army is much stronger at the moment. He could force 1-0 back and take the red for himself. This would be ideal. But he doesn't know at the moment. And so 1-0 gets a big item here, hoping for something good. Oh, and yes, that is very good. That is very, very good. That is the best item I think he could have gotten right there. TC got some good tank items. That's not bad either. One to zero. Looks like he's totally expecting an expo here. But Focus didn't go for one. There's no reinforced defenses, by the way, so the burrows are still a weak point. Focus is going into upkeep here. TC almost 3. This is really good timing. But he's going to get silenced when the fight breaks out for sure. Actually, he didn't, surprisingly. Kodo Beast getting sniped next. Not surviving this one. Kodo being remade. The ghouls are running in, though, and they're finding kill after kill on these Burzies. Raiders so far didn't really do much. They used some ensnares, but no kills were found from those ensnares. E-Wave comes through. The stomp was good, but the Skellies are starting to roll. And with them, heads will roll. Oh, 2 Berserkers here on the left saved. If he can save those, that would be so sick. Good ensnare from the Raider before he dies. That should be a statue kill. But those Burzies are on the run, and they are feeling desperate. Shadowhunter coming in, trying to save him with the heal wave. Beautiful, just in time. But they're not in the clear. And now the issue is, without ensnare, it's so hard to find kills. This is the downside of Farsi Headhunters. inferior very often to the triple undead hero. Once we get to the late game. High level undead heroes are on the horizon here. DK about to be 4, Dark Ranger about to be 3. This is going to be huge. Huge level ups. Chain Lightning, heal away, but the Nova hits in the back. It's going to be another Burzy dead. And so many destroyers in the air here, by the way. It's hard to pick him off with that coil. Vasya low HP! He's almost dead! He might be dead! Gets picked off just a little out of range of the shop, almost at the time, for the heal potion, but he didn't. And I think that might be it. Yep, it is. GG. Focus with some really great moments in this series. Played this Vasya Hunter really well in large parts. I feel like, on Northern Isles especially, he left something on the table, but it is a tough matchup.